Okay, so you see me take care of finishing the body. While that is kind of like drying up, you can work on the neck. So I'm recording this intro after doing the work on the body, but I've already done the fret leveling, which you'll see in a minute, and then we'll take care of the nut. Let's go ahead and jump into, we'll do the frets first, and then we'll do the nut slots. So now we have to check the frets themselves and make sure they're good, because it's the perfect time to do it while the guitar sets up. We want to make sure the neck is straight, and then we'll start doing the fret work on it. Perfectly straight. Okay, so let's get the fret stuff. The first thing I need to know is, are any of the frets high? This is a measurement tool and fret rocker from Music Nomad again. I'm just going to see a little bit of rock on the top of 2, a little bit of rock on the bottom of 3, top of 4, middle of 5. Okay, not bad. A couple of pretty big rocks in the beginning. Oh, there we go. Middle of 9, top of 9, bottom of 10, top of 10. All right. So as you would expect, there are definitely rocks. I could go through and I could check it all. Not really going to be helpful, to be honest, because we're going to do a full level anyway. To accomplish this, I'm going to be using the Music Nomad L beam with, I believe it's 240 on one side. I don't remember the grits, whatever grits it comes with, 240 and 400, I think. In order to do this, I'm going to mark the tops of my frets. I'm going to double check to make sure the frets are actually seated. So sometimes you'll get them slightly lifted out, and then I have no idea if these frets are glued in, but if I had to guess, I'd say they're not. In order to do this safely, I do recommend having a neck cradle to hold the neck in the spot where you're going to be hammering. Okay, I'm to the heel joint now, so I'm going to set it back flat. That's a nice sturdy surface to set it on. And let's just check, see if it's any better than it was. Still rocking. Okay, frets are all marked up. Use the L beam. I'm going to use the, I believe, 240 again. This is the first one. You don't want to put any downward pressure on the neck. Just let the weight of the beam itself kind of be the pressure. Okay, so I've gone back and forth a bit, and I'm still not hitting fret 5 or 6, and some of the tops of the higher frets past 17 and 16-ish area. Still barely hit 4. I said 5 last time. I think it was 4. 5 is doing okay, just a little low. On 6 is especially still not getting hit very hard. And then the higher end of the frets still missing a little bit. All right, I think that looks pretty good, but we can always just double check. So next up, we're going to go ahead and do a crown, which we will be using the S file from Music Nomad. Just like when we do the leveling, I have to mark every single fret first and then go over them with the file until there's just a little bit of marker streaked in the top. So I'll be right back when that's done. The frets have been crowned with the S file. I'm using the fret tracers from Music Nomad. Again, not sponsored, just really like their tools. I'm going to go 1 all the way across, then 2 all the way across, 3, and then 4. 4 steps of this is a lot easier for me based on the way I hold the tool than the method I used to use, which was micro mesh pads. Also a little bit faster because there's only 4 instead of, I think, 7 or 9 or whatever is in the micro mesh. This has a little groove. I line that groove up on the fret and I go over it like that. And then I feel the fret to make sure it feels good. And I move on to the next one doing the same. So we'll be right back when this is finished. All right, so frets are polished. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down the fretboard. It's got some dust on it again, which you picked up there. Okay, for the nut slot, let me get you over on that camera there. We can see the slot is here. And if you haven't seen me do this before, I'll just walk you through my process pretty quickly. This is going to be really easy without any strings on the guitar, or at least the way I do it is really easy without strings on the guitar. So I use a nut slot gauge from a company called Music City Bridge. If you are interested in a nut slot gauge, I definitely recommend this tool. I'll have a link in the description for it. I'm not sponsored or anything by them. STRICH sent the guitar, but all the tools I've purchased myself. So the way this works is you have measurements for 0,000ths of an inch, 5,000ths, 3,000ths, and 8,000ths. So there's a little notch in the plastic on each of those corners. If you lay that notch into the slot for the nut and pull back, you have this part here laying across the frets. So as I pull back, if I hear a click, that means that the slot is higher than whichever measurement I'm at. All of these are going to be higher than 0 thousandths of an inch, I'm sure. This is what I'm guessing, plastic nut. So we want to be very careful that we don't take off too much material. For low E, I'm just going to use a 46. I'm not even going to go down. I just want to make sure it's wide enough. I'm going to try and hit the sides with the file just to clean it up enough. Make it easy. Might seem like I'm going back and forth a lot, but honestly, I'm not even really touching that slot. You can see barely any material was taken off there. I just want it wide enough that my string can sit in there without any issues. We'll go down to the 36 for A. Now this one, I do want to measure it to 3 thousandths of an inch. These are Music Nomad nut files. Probably the biggest thing I'd recommend people getting if they're interested in setting up their guitars, because everything else you can do with a screwdriver or an Allen key. But this, you definitely want the right tool to do the job. This nut is what I assume super glued into the fretboard, and we talked about this in one of the earlier videos. The fretboard is a man-made material, and if you try to pull out a super glued nut, you'll probably rip up that material. So I want to try and be very careful, because if the nut ends up being cut too shallow, it's going to cause issues later on. We've got the frets leveled, ground, polished, all that stuff. The nut slot is all taken care of, so I just like to use this brush to kind of clean it out. Now that everything is all set, we can go ahead and start putting the guitar together in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you would like to support the channel, give it a thumbs up or use the Amazon affiliate links to maybe buy something you want or something that I've used in this video. Again, I look forward to seeing you next time, and see you then.